I think Zemmerregal is my favorite Majorat, just because he's a bit comical, but he's not pure comic relief. He can actually be somewhat threatening. He's an evil necromancer who likes to have fun with it. Anyway, in between the episodes, I finished Dimension of Disaster, and I replayed it once so I could finish the new Varrock task set. The new Varrock task set basically just upgrades your Varrock armor. If you do the easy one, you no longer have to wear it to get the effects. If you complete the medium new Varrock task set, you have a double chance to mine double ore, hard, double chance to smelt double bars, elite, double chance to get double progress when smithing. It just doubles the effect of your Varrock armor. So now we have the best Varrock armor we could possibly get, so smithing and mining will be a little bit faster now. And since we're in the 90s, we're going to need that extra speed because this is around the time when these skills start to slow down quite a bit. We still have some double XP time left, so I did some crafting with some of the protean hides I have left, and we got 94 crafting, and then 95 crafting. During a Reaper assignment, we got 85 defense, which unlocks a ton of stuff. Can you believe I actually found a world to kill corrupted scarabs? I can hardly believe it. From that task, we got 98 Slayer. Celestial Dragons, and we got 92 range. Guess what? It's time to buy an Eldritch Crossbow. We could totally afford that. I spent some time with my XP timer off, killing Water Fiends, and got a bunch of Crimson Charms, enough Crimson Charms for us to make a ton of Pack Yaks and get 99 summoning. We now have access to the Steel Titan. Unfortunately, the Ripper Demon tends to be better in pretty much every scenario, but we can summon it, and that's all that matters. The Summoning Skill Cape basically acts as a permanent Spirit Gem. It has a slight chance to save charms when you're making pouches. Kinda useless if you're not planning on training beyond 99, but something tells me that Jagex is going to make summoning a 120 skill at some point in the future, so I guess this skill cape will be quite useful for whenever that happens. I had some time left before I could pause my timer again, so I did some fletching and got 95 fletching. We want to pause the timer so we can do what we're going to do next. With the timer paused, I filled up all of these memory jars, and then I unpaused the timer, and I'm going to deposit them all into this memory jar pit thing. A majority of the XP comes from depositing them, so why waste the XP time gathering the jars when I could just spend 60 seconds depositing them all? I think this is the main reason why they have a 1 hour minimum for unpausing the timer. If you could pause and unpause freely, regardless of the time, people would just pause and unpause every time they got XP drops and they'd try to game the system. At least by making it, you can pause it, you have to get double XP for an hour and you can't do anything. It makes things a little more relaxed. You won't feel like you're missing out if you're not being sweaty and pausing and unpausing and pausing and unpausing between XP drops. This isn't old school RuneScape with 2-tick fishing. We're not doing any of that. Our time's running out. We've got 20 seconds and we're here in Lumbridge fletching. Oh, Apocalypse, sing to me. So here are our skills at the end of Double XP Live. If you want to compare them to what it was at the beginning of Double XP Live, go to the end of the previous video. There, I showed my skills before Double XP Live and about 40 hours into Double XP Live. So if you're really curious, go check it out there. I want to start doing clues again, which means I want to preemptively fill all the hidey holes. One of the easy hidey holes is in the observatory, which means we have to complete observatory quest to fill it. We did observatory quest. Time to fill it. We filled it. I collected 25 easy clue caskets. Let's see how we're going to be disappointed this time. Well, this wasn't as exciting as last time when we got 18 mil from 25 clues, but it was only about an hour's worth of work, so it's not too bad. I don't know how long it took for me to get all of these easy clues because I usually just convert hards to mediums and elites to mediums and then convert to easies, so it's just passive collection. Oh, would you look at that? Our first unique weapon from God Wars Dungeon 2. It's the cheap one, but still pretty exciting. It's high time I finished that mini-quest with the Anger Meter and Koshi, whatever his name is. Majorat Memories. It's a pretty straightforward mini-quest, but it's very tedious. However, with the new changes to divination, it's actually a lot easier to just AFK it. You just gather up all of the memories and then press the anger meter and absorb them. And then you just keep doing that, and you go to different places, collect the new memories, and bring them to Koshi, and he gives you divination XP and bonus XP. It's one of the, or at least it used to be, the best way to train from 60 to 90-ish, or I don't know what the meta was. Either way, it's easy bonus XP and it's easy XP. Might as well do it, right? Gonna do a cache over here as well. Here we are, bringing the final memory to Karshai. And as you can see from the inventory, we accumulated quite a bit of radiant energy. I also harvested some vibrant energy, since vibrant memories work for the anger meter, and vibrant energies are used to make a very cheap porter. Every time we turn in a memory, we get 25,000 divination XP for a total of 275,000 divination XP plus 150,000 bonus divination XP at the end. 95 farming means we can grow dragon fruit. And 90 archaeology means we can move on to a new dig site, the Orthan dig site on Anachronia. And we've reached the rank of professor, which means we have a bigger research team, we can hire associates to do research for us, and we have access to more rewards in the archaeology guild shop. Well, we got over 300 Reaper points, which means it's time to buy another Hydrix. But this time we're not going to sell it. No. We're going to use it. Oh, god damn it. I need 99 to make a Hydrix amulet. Alright, hold on. Okay, I got a boost. I used my booster seat, and it's all good. I can ride in the car now. I have my booster seat, and we're gonna make a Hydrix amulet. And there we go. And then we're gonna string the Hydrix amulet and enchant it. And now we have an Amulet of Souls. And once we put it on, it is ours forever. Perhaps one day soon, we will have our own Essence of Finality. But until that day, we have an Amulet of Souls. I feel like we're making some decent progress on this account now. Maybe we'll eventually learn how to kill bosses that aren't super easy. But in the meantime, we got 82 rune crafting from Tears of Guthix. We can now craft double astrals, which is apparently a pretty decent method of making money. When you gather the engrams to place in the memorial to Guthix, a Guthixian butterfly will spawn and you get some XP in your lowest level skill. And when you bring the charged engram to this woman, whatever her name is, you get a lot of experience. We got 450,000 experience just for turning in 8 of them. At 91 archaeology, we can restore a songbird recorder, which is the last artifact we need to complete the Wise Am a Music Man archaeology collection. The one-time reward for this collection is Koshai's Needle. We bring it to Karshai, and we get Koshai's Death Egg. By offering it to the monolith, we get the Deathless Relic power. When dungeoneering, we will never receive a penalty for dying. So no matter how terrible we are at dungeoneering, we'll never lose XP just for dying. We'll lose time, but not XP. Something exciting is going to happen when we siphon this. Oh. Wait, how much? 39,000 XP from 99. Something exciting is going to happen when we discover this blueprint. 99 Invention. When worn, the Invention Cape's perk provides a 2% charge drain reduction. But we don't want to wear it every time we use augmented items. This makes it a perfect candidate for the skill cape rack at the player lodge at base camp on Anachronia. One of the slowest skills in the game is woodcutting. No surprise, since it's a gathering skill that hasn't been touched in decades. But the prevailing wisdom seems to be that it is wise to every day gather your maximum resource count from divine yew trees. And with Viswax, you can double the amount of logs you can get from the divine trees, which means you can double the experience you get. On top of that, if you have the shared knowledge perk unlocked at the memorial to Guthix, instead of getting items from the tree, you instead get 125% XP. So you basically increase your XP by a quarter. Rather than using Viswax, I'm going to use my Desert Pantheon aura to increase my divine location gathering limit by 100%. This allows me to collect from the trees twice as much as I would normally be able to on any other day. This doubles the amount of experience I can get, which ends up making it around 80 or 90,000. You may be wondering where I got this aura. By running Shifting Tombs perfectly, you get 50 Desert Pantheon aura fragments. 2,000 fragments are needed to make the aura, which means you have to run shifting tombs perfectly 40 times. We're here training archaeology with a water fiend, finally. The thing about a water fiend is when training a gathering skill, there is a 5% chance that whatever you gather is doubled. Now, this seems pretty trivial. Great, you get 5% more materials. But you see, water fiends can also double artifacts. So there's a 5% chance when you get an artifact that you'll get 2. 2 of the 3 relics from this excavation spot are used to complete the Red Rum Relics 1 collection. I have about 12 of the other 2 artifacts needed to complete it. So we're here collecting all those items so we can turn them in and get a bunch of Tetra Compass pieces and maybe, just maybe, get Guildmaster Tony's Medic. Here's one casket, no Medic. Second casket and nothing again. It's probably not the most efficient way to train archaeology, but hunting caskets is just so much more fun. At least you get the completed tomes from it, so it's not a complete waste of time. And after completing all of those collections and turning in those completed tomes, we now have 95 archaeology. This means all of those blueprints we got while excavating in Stormguard Citadel can be used to make Ancient Invention blueprints. Having 95 also means we can use archaeology potions to boost our level to 98 and excavate both a Golem Heart and Golem Instructions. And there's a reason for this, which will become clear soon enough. After getting to Howl's laboratory in the Stormguard Citadel, we discovered some interesting research that we had to send our research team out to conduct. So while we wait for them, we're going to go fishing for a bit. Now that our research team has completed their task, we can return to Howl's workshop and decipher the theoretical blueprints on the wall. The blueprint shows how to make the experimental ether reactor, the subtle blade, and the golem framework. We can't do anything with the first 2 right now, but the golem framework only requires 98 archaeology to create. We only have 95, but we can boost quite easily to 98. Also, while we're here, we can turn some of those torn blueprint fragments into actual blueprints. Since we already have the gizmos unlocked, I figured it would be smart just to get the untradeable versions of the remaining 2 blueprints, the XP capacitor and the Ancient Invention tools. I don't know if we'll ever use either, but I want them for completion's sake. Also, if you're going to make all 3 anyway, make sure you use the random blueprint option since it costs fewer fragments and you'll never get duplicates. So at most it will only cost 450 fragments to make all 3 blueprints. With the Golem Heart and instructions in our inventory, we boost to 98 archaeology and we make ourselves a Golem framework. Now this isn't the full relic, we actually have to take it to a Gothixian cache and use it with one of the level 85 memories, the big jars. You pick up one of the memories and you transfer its personality to the Golem framework and you get Crest framework. Offering this relic to the monolith gives us the Divine Conversion relic power. By harnessing this power, when converting memories at a rift, we will convert our entire backpack in one go. It's a good relic for mains, but it's an amazing relic for Iron Men. It makes gathering energy for divine charges much faster. The recent changes to divination didn't change this relic, but it's only made it even more useful, because now you can AFK on the wisps, drop your memories into the pit, and then go back to the wisps. I spent some time here at the Radiant Wisps and got 90 divination. Now we can move on to Luminous Wisps, which are just south of the Sophonim Slayer dungeon, which is much easier to get to than Dragontooth Island because there is a teleport tablet you can buy at the Grand Exchange that takes you right to the dungeon. This is where the video will come to an end. This is the part of the video where I'm just going to ramble for a bit and explain some things. First of all, if you like this video or dislike this video, I'd like you to let me know by liking the video or disliking the video. And if you like multiple of my videos, I would recommend you subscribe. I would appreciate that. I believe this series is making decent progress, but it's getting to a point where I'm just mostly announcing the levels I'm getting as I get them. I think perhaps it might be time to reformat the way we're handling this series and maybe focus on some other things instead of touching on every single level and every single training method and every single unlock that I do. Maybe focus on specific tasks. Maybe instead of episode 28 or 29, I can try something different. Maybe an episode of bossing. I had a lot of fun doing the 300 or so big game hunter kills where it was just mostly cataloging all the drops I got. If you have any ideas or suggestions, let me know. If the series has been working out for you so far and you prefer it to stay the way it is, also let me know that. Really, I would just like some constructive criticism. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care.